Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We have returned. And this week we find that we're still very focused on the coronavirus. It's affecting a lot of people's lives. Fortunately, not as much for us. We're kind of homebodies anyway, so social distancing is not a big change. But we wanted to reflect on what it is that gets us through situations like this. How it is that the body actually withstands attacks from viruses and that kind of thing, and how our bodies are designed to regenerate. It's part of the DNA of every cell is to keep renewing itself. So this principle of regeneration is the very foundation for our ability to be healthy and actually become more and more healthy. If we are experiencing a problem with disease.
Yeah, did you know that 50 billion cells are replaced every day? And what comes up for me when I hear that is, how am I nourishing, nurturing, feeding my body to have stronger and stronger cells? It's a good question. And then also, we have a new skin every month. We have a new liver every 6 weeks and a completely new skeleton every 3 months.
Yeah, so that's the regenerative power of the body. The fact that the old cells are dying and going away, but the new cells are coming on. And so what allows us to restore our health or become healthier, and we were talking earlier, Connie was saying how we can actually reverse conditions, is because these new cells that are being created can be healthier than the old cells that are dying off.
And how we do that is by eating high nutrient-dense foods, whole foods. And we really encourage organic, because then the body doesn't have to deal with the herbicides and pesticides before it can really strengthen.
Yeah, and also there's been research showing on how much more nutrient there typically is in organic food, because the soils, organic farmers have to grow their soil. They can't just put fertilizers and chemicals on it that the plants will use to grow. They have to have real high nutrient soils to grow. So the research is showing that the nutrient density of like an organic carrot versus a conventionally grown carrot is quite a bit higher.
And then too, besides putting beautiful food in the body, what about the mental component? You know, with this epidemic or pandemic, whatever we call it, it's easy for us to get into busy mind thinking.
Yeah, whenever there's uncertainty in life, what does our mind do? It's typical for the human mind just to race off and just build what Connie often refers to as thought castles. You know, we take a little thought. There's the old saying, building a mountain out of a molehill. We take a little thought, and our mind just starts projecting off onto, well, if that could happen, then that could happen. And what would that mean to my finances? And what would that mean to my health? And all of a sudden, there's this thought castle that's a projection off into the future. And when we believe that, which we can, because the feelings that accompany that can be so great, what we're learning is that we're really just constantly feeling our moment-to-moment thinking. So as we begin to build thought castles, we generate thoughts, feelings that can just make it seem so real. And so what we're suggesting in these times of uncertainty is, when we get off into these feelings and these stories about what if, that we just pause and take a look. And when I look back at my life, I see that there have been times like this, great times of uncertainty in my life, and I've always weathered it. You know, and how is it that we always weather these times of uncertainty?
Well, what I like to do is just stop for a moment, just rest, and ask, am I okay right now? Am I just fine and dandy right this moment? And I am. And I recognize that I am. And that settles all of that busy mind activity for me.
Yeah, and I think if we check in, we can see that we're always okay in the moment. And I guess the fundamental basis for that I see is that it's because life is living us. You know, when I step back far enough to see what keeps everything spinning through the universe in a very organized and intelligent way, there is this life that's the intelligence that maintains all of our lives.
Yes.
So I can settle and trust that it's always worked in the past.
Well, now, with all of this concern about health, is a great time to consider doing our next course, which people have so loved doing. Mm-hmm. You'll get lots of wonderful recipes. You'll get personal coaching. We do a community call, so you get the support from other people in the group.
Yeah, every week we do a community call.
Yeah.
So for 6 weeks. It's a 6-week online course.
With lots of videos that we record for you, and everything's recorded so it fits any time schedule. We're beginning the course the 27th of March, and if you enroll, we've extended our early bird special. If you enroll by March 25th, you'll save $50. So the course is normally $198. It's $148 if you enroll by March 25th. And what we like to do before you make a decision to enroll is check in and talk with you and make sure that this is a really good next for you. So if you just click on the contact me or send a comment in the comments below, we'll connect with you and get a chance to talk one-on-one.
Yeah, we'd love to have you join us.
So the recipe this week is a great bean dip. It's made with fresh herbs, a lot of dill and chives, or you can use red onion. And it's great on crackers, on corn thins, rice cakes, or even by itself with veggie sticks. I love that the best. So enjoy it and have a wonderful week.
Yep. See you later.